Hello everyone, Vaderman Cosplay here. Just kind of wanted to go ahead and let you in on something that I got today. Today I got myself a dark saber from the Pach store, and that's going to be THEPACHSTORE.com. And here goes ahead, and I'll go ahead and show you the dark saber itself. Here's going to be the blade right here. And you've got the hilt of the saber itself. And the hilt is going to be an aluminum die-cast hilt. And kind of around the other side of the saber and the blade. Now, a little history on the dark saber. The dark saber was created by Tar Vizsla. Tar Vizsla was the very first Mandalorian ever to be inducted in the Jedi Order. And after his passing, the Jedi Order kept it into the Jedi Temple until the Mandalorians stormed the Jedi Temple and took the dark saber for themselves. It has been passed down to Mandalorian, and is a great centerpiece and a great whoever wields this blade in the lore of Mandalore has great power and rules over all Mandalore. Now, the next person in Star Wars canon who actually owned this saber was Pre Vizsla. Now, Pre Vizsla had this saber, and he was part of Death Watch. And then it went over to Darth Maul. Now, Darth Maul actually dueled Pre Vizsla and won in Star Wars The Clone Wars in getting this saber. And then after the Clone Wars, it went into Rebels. And Sabine Wren actually found the dark saber right around the Night Sisters area. And then Kanan Jarrus held it briefly as he was teaching Sabine Wren to go ahead and use the saber. And then Sabine Wren used the saber for a little bit and then handed it down to Bo-Katan. And then, spoiler alert, after Bo-Katan, it went over to Moff Gideon. From The Mandalorian, the very last episode of The Mandalorian, we see this saber in live action. So we'll go ahead and turn this saber on. There's going to be two different sound fonts with this saber. The first sound font, of course, is going to be your standard dark saber sound font. Let's go ahead and get the full extent of the blade on that saber. Now, your speaker for this blade is going to go ahead and be right here. So if you're going to go ahead and hold this blade, I would suggest holding it up on top. Go ahead and holding it up right here, right above, just above the speaker. Because if you put your hand over the speaker, it's going to kind of mute your speaker a little bit. Of course, this saber is going to have red flash on clash. And then I also go ahead and had a lockup with the saber as well. So just go ahead and double hit the activation button. And then go ahead and press and hold. Go ahead and turn the saber off. Now, the other saber font is going to be the regular Jedi lightsaber sound font. So go ahead and press and hold down on the saber itself, and you'll hear a little notice, an activation notice sound. Go ahead and just press it. Now you've got the original Jedi sound font going on. The same with the flash on clash. And then of course your lockup. Go ahead and turn that off. And then the saber also has a mute function. The mute function is going to be good for anyone who's going to be going and cosplaying in a large crowd. And you really don't want that whole entire sound because no one's going to really hear it because everyone's talking. You're in a busy area. but you just want to have that sweet look of holding a dark saber, a lighted up dark saber. So you can have that. The same thing, you can still do the flash on clash. Let's see. Still going to have the locking mechanism right there. Saber lock. It's just not going to sound or anything. So same thing, kind of hold it down. And then again, hold it down. You hear that notification. Now you're back to the dark saber sound font. Now, this saber does come with a recharge port. And they do include the cable. To go ahead and recharge it, guys, you're just going to go ahead and put the saber right into this hole right above your activation switch. And then any USB port will go ahead and work with the saber. So go ahead and get it charged up if you're running low on batteries. So that's also a wonderful feature to have, because a lot of my sabers that I use, they're going to use AA or AAA batteries, and I know during a convention or some, I'll go through at least 2 sets of batteries. So that's definitely a nice feature to have. The only negative that I have about this dark saber is you'll see right here where the actual hilt is, kind of above the hilt, your handguard. There's actually going to be a little light that's going to bleed through. And it's going to bleed through on both sides. But that's really not that bad if you really consider that this saber is going to be custom made and with all of that aluminum die cast. And in my opinion, it is going to be the best dark saber out there right now for your money. And speaking of money, the price on this saber is going to be $239 plus shipping. So it's definitely not going to be like a play toy for like a child. You could definitely get that if you wanted to, but it's going to be more for people who are going to want to cosplay this. If you want to join the Mandalorian Mercs and cosplay this, you're going to have to go ahead and cosplay as Tar Vizsla. You're going to have to go and cosplay as Pre Vizsla, Sabine Wren, or Bo-Katan. But if you just wanted to go out and be a Mandalorian, and if you're not doing and you're not part of the Mandalorian Mercs, or you're just not doing an official troop with the Mandalorian Mercs, this is definitely a good lightsaber to have, just so you can say, yep, I am a true Mandalorian, I got the Darksaber. Now, I would go ahead and rate this out of a 4 out of 5. I would go ahead and rate this as a 4.5. The only reason why we downgraded, like I said, is with that light coming through on the hilt. I might go ahead later down the line, go ahead and put something around that to go ahead and ease that down a bit. And then I did there's 2 types of blades with this as well. I did not get the dueling blade. The reason why is because the dueling blade is going to be a lot thicker, and you're going to not get as much light going through the blade itself with the dueling blade. But even though this is not a dueling blade, the blade itself is extremely thick, like super thick. So I bet I can duel with this if I ever wanted to, but I don't think I'm going to. Like I said, I would definitely recommend this saber to anyone out there who's looking to get, even wanting to go ahead and get a dark saber for your collection. I've got 3 sabers right now. I've got a Darth Vader saber. I've got, and that's going to be a Force FX lightsaber, original 2005. I've got a 2 Ultra Sabers. I've got a purple bladed Ultra Saber, and I've got a double bladed green saber. So this will be my 4th lightsaber in my collection. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who's a Star Wars fan, anyone who's a Mandalorian fan, and just wants to have something to say, you know what, I'm a true fan, and I've got this saber. If you have any questions, guys, feel free to reach out to Pach Store. I ordered this saber at the end of July, and then now it is September 1st. And I've got the Saber just came in today, so it's definitely there was a list pre-order waiting period for it for a while, so you're gonna have to go in. Just keep that in mind when you're looking at the website to see if it is on pre-order status. If like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to contact them. Otherwise, it was looking forward to another video with you guys again. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And again, this is Vader Man Cosplay, and you have yourself a good day.